Moka maybe school feeding caterers that demonstration na papa you video jina strong to nensa and ye busao. But see, I'll do the analysis. But I think that those also attacking the poor man or Casado no. Maybe they are not looking at the issue holistically. That is my view. Maybe they are not looking at it broadly. I'll share my view. Why I agree for Opooman. Why I think that Dr. Bawumia especially when we know Simon is very close to the team, Ashanti region, one of the people leading his campaign in Viviano. They need to talk to the man, to tone down. Because you see, politics is very, very interesting. Mesheni na at the amount after some about video na man. Make sure also subscribe, mama. O subscribe and click the bell notification. May the video be to my no where to my you have a comment. Feel free leave that comment in the comment section. Make sure so because Goldberry construction method and episodes in assassin krata some of the documentations related to your house and the Goldberry in the big sage money na at the amount. Fly the CCA ya cry near the end wa that you so call renovation and say be a free Goldberry or be my discount and no me kasa me show discount maybe beer mitigation or maybe beer man be beer I come na wadana sense that demo ebi uwia obrempomba ewo ho addiction related issue trauma related issue aged care obrempomba o obehwew na bibia ay kama ediama then Ashanti regional minister ne kokan yam beginning this okowia TV ono Opooman so the same platform then o kan ya akotrega nkomo we nyina TV
among for the boss of ball pass here say school feeding maybe ba hono na wan kasanchiro mu ye opamo wo
amahini
once ebeye kafaje
amahini minu me hun nra minu me hunne see me what is school feeding for I agree mu wo how mu ma me who mama m hoda me kan hwe ankyere mi o me ne security for be na security issue be abantinam ne session of the security personnel from office a meeting ti dem ti ya ne he wabontinam fred me suma me special assistant say uncle here at the cross to open was here yes school feeding for boku dan no mo ye dede nam and the regional security liaison officer no cry there say no afraid police for to o catch them say we free police on am say police for no ba na o mu ba kokura ho tia we ka fiama police for ababo nti jawo mu wie na me suspend me meeting say me beti me no bakasa amahini me start na me kasa lady ba ko de barakusu na yetie na yeden mum yenye dede na president hunsu ye ni abre na say amuntim dia Afoko munko menu me honne menu hu akira
awo be kasa no
me kasa no na o say yetie omu tie mi ayeden enti omunya ni omu ye na president hu na nim say wuntie me dia wo ba ho be yeden
ti sa kasa no ne kofa
ye na me say ne munko na me to me nsan me say menu me so wuntie me dia ko first one show respect oba me ho na ane me be oh your problem we minister mo abe na abeti me dia boy me wa no na me ne regional coordinator no yen throw letters cry na be 6 or more
dia concan see into amuka
yes
on the blind side
yes say coordinator na me di
no oba won chain
ba me chain
the problem ne bro
exactly ntia bia mo ba me hokra na enka mbohu anasa mo coordinator no ha kebi obaka chon say o anamo say na watu ana yetu na o charge I won't charge nko original coordinator ana baba me will be a free please for maka say on stop warm because one hand will be a kupra na me menya ketesi to come and address you now say mutie mi ayeden fa so bia ni so ntunye dede na president hu ana mo tron nye dede na president
then now to nsa say
yes he mo nim president on say o tietie na na me difa kada na zin ko basa
ana se kudu nanim
why not
to busa u che mu no na se ko basa ke
not you go
yes na no Opooman call no se ba me nyi siro so bi do be president pan e so pam sa papa we mu fire ne nche bi
ama se sikafo kasa ahiafo ba ahiafo e ne do so ayeto aba no asem we akola bi a oni bia ne kan ya suspend no
sase
Now a whole regional minister, a former regional, the longest serving regional minister. Mistakes are why I'm a party na co-opposition yegusuko. O my answer na me ban case na na Akufo-Addo ko kan all die be die. So okay. Okay. Yeah, but we need 2016. Is it
only Sefakan?
Sefakan
Interview.
And a Sefabusa answer na sawen no. Look at na now say onya another opportunity. Kasawen on can biem.
Na wan kan bi.
Name success ya one Sefakan kra to sawen no nya den. On repeat. Na wo ka say so kan sa asem no kan yem fa ncha no. No can be. Enya asem pa kra na Akufo-Addo. Excellent answer. Sa asem no te say 2016 obi timi boss. Whole regional minister. Betina Kruma 8 years. Adami raise you so mimi enkoye ni man na ekon. And now when your opportunity, you busa say you F word at their mama. These are the same people. How many no? What's F word? Refi. I don't want to repeat it. You F word on a man. Na mo say you the same penny force o muni party nanim e wa Ashanti region me enko election. Bawumia obeso the president. His Excellency the former president. Obeso the president. Enka asem we de oman ka ukun papa no kra ka wie no man opportunity a na asem we dano no so ende no. Se social media kra ye mobiem. Se de na Akufo-Addo kan e bia no. Me you sorry, sa word no na ne si wo me ne me nua man ntem no. Me nya da opportunity a kame nya bi mumfa nche me ntwa yi Barikisu no obo ni di no oman oko zongo ho a he's one of the lady otimidi NDC mani siani ni mu odu sa Barikisu antokwa Barikisu be dey say de bia me grow timi yire me Opooman na magisika wo ye dia na ne den wo ko NPP ho na mpo we ya ye bone a eso se be ma party na ba power timi bo ni din say kase and I say ntwa ye na me dey me take this opportunity na ma pa man na cho o ma call no led by me nua Barikisu obo ni din say still o mo fa nche na ye kase edi ni pa ba ko echi a mari no mbedi di eja ye kom so di yen tu di o mo fa nche na obi an fa ho keka emra na ye mfa nya aduma ma party no na mom panimfo nka bibi nchire wo mo party ni nyom nkwa dia where do we waka where do we Montro petition si enyi na di. Ba matimi atro petition si enyi Kenedy. We ni Kenedy Agyapong asem no. Dey na ye a effect. Ken. O compare regional minister issue any Kenedy Agyapong. O kwa de why mistake ni am opportunity to correct it by oman was a me repeat me no me ho akaka bensam ni akasem e na mo de party ni kohwease. Mo da so ye. Yes I do o me ko yi. Toma me de makame de papa no munyini sinche wo campaign no Santi region o mo dwane papa nenka amanfo re ya den afi wasake ka no ho
after interview no akọ viral
nana o man ni ko re na sama nkrofobia ka to da out na ferry
no me yam interview
so o man opportunity how the man also the campaign man simple.
I get the opportunity to interview me no on that very day. On say I brought a whole lot of issues.
Na me kwaya asante ni. Lydia Boga na me di omo yawo.
Ade.
Nti mo me bo papa ya chikura nkan say that ade no yenye.
O me bo na chi.
Amo ampre no. Na asante ni Lydia Boga mo to ama papa ya we kwwe ne ade ye no. Emma be ka party.
Yes. I don't agree to a suspension or anything because sometimes politics I think a suspension may be too far, but they need to speak to you because you see when you look at the premise of the journalist question, the journalist is one of the most experienced journalists in the entire country. The premise of the question is that Adia Bako man for the ball so. So, his question was based on people's perception of the former Ashanti regional minister that he's arrogant. See, may I suffer those things. So I understand that they make a say. Archbishop Duncan Williams said something that has stuck with me. Say, anytime you are doing something with somebody, in that equation, wo nipano ebiamo partners, and when you bring all those people on the table, the first question you ask yourself is that who has more to lose in that equation? onu baby koda eni ngwase ba ho a hena na ewo more to lose on sa how okofo bi ade ho te a hena na have who has more to lose. So the question is that based on the preamble for my hene kwabna edubuache kayura someone say mensa should have pause me nana come use words now we use you know. I would have said that near barani ye na nyamo hosam ebia mention on hindsight ma acting get some act differently because you see based on the preamble of the question and the posture of the former regional minister, he reinforced why people think he's arrogant. Go back to the video, look at his body language. In Ghana, there's a thin line between confidence and arrogance. So I understand the regional minister, but I'm saying that in that equation, who has more to lose? Because you see, you are not just a politician, you are a regional minister. You are the kufuado for the region. You are the foremost political head in the region. So even when obi bibia enya wodem, enza wo mene na se de bia me ka kire mo, mumu bi mu hu nyemi hu no. Obi timi ba sama anka wo aka no didi watem. Obi timi didi watem kwa. Ahwe comment na wo try. Strangely, people will not see any panel comment, they will see your response because they expect you to be better. What do you do what them know? That is how politics is. So, me the reason why they become say me come out be able to me make a bichira go for say me nya imagine say me a political office. But a politician cannot. In fact, you dare not say that because it will be deemed as arrogance. So, therefore, you need to have a big receptacle, a big stomach. To stomach all these excesses. Right? It's disrespect to the original minister. You cannot do that to President Mama. Therefore, you cannot do that to a regional minister. He is the representative of the president of the region. But at the end of the day, Bariki Sudian Obie Papa Nadian and Obie. You see what Agbishok is talking about. So always, anytime you are doing something with somebody, and that is something that has guided me in my life. Look at the equation of all of you. Who has more to lose? Therefore, the moment you identify it is you, you put in preventive or cautionary mechanisms and measures to ensure that you restrict yourself a little bit. And to me, say no Opooman can. Dr. Bawumia's team, I don't think it's about suspension. They should speak to him. They should speak to him. Because for me, he missed the fine opportunity to be able to put those matters to rest. Because sometimes, you see, honestly, what do you mean? Reaction me pan or yet senya baby I what any dibie be ne maybe pan e so keka wa bin chire nipa no. I'll be the April as some kind. So I'll be the last person to say the regional minister shouldn't do what he did. But as I said for the A+ thing, who has more to lose? You are a politician. And politics, sometimes the optics even matter than the reality. That's why the make say, yeah, measure corruption reality, measure perception. Among for Suku say you say to your cromfo, now give me a cromfo. On to me some fan idea down. The BBM medi me ho. But what dream say, Abia, my brother, Bobia, Mebo, Abia, Sembia, my kind baby, who some day me who dream, send me a cromfo in northern them. So in politics, perception is keenly strong. And optics matter. The only way I say content created video machine, the optics. Someone what's the amount for most was it? What did the command for flood? I see. Some performance of the Janabra. But why did they take bloggers there to report it? For the people to see the optics. Yeah. It's almost yeah. That is the optics I speak about. So optics is very, very strong in politics. You'll be very naive to think optics doesn't matter. So therefore, I believe that the minister, here Simon, missed the divine opportunity to put these matters to rest. And ababa by the kisu, obi enim no. Unim no. Obi enim no, ba oni enim. You see how it is. So that is how strange our society is. And even I think that is a normal maxim in politics and in life. When I want more to lose, you know, always make sure that your commentary, your mannerisms, your posture, and everything reduce the impact. Because you see, campaigner. Unfortunately for Bawumia, it's like what I always say about President Kufuor Bawumia. The sense of him was visited on as vice president, and why not? Because if you enjoy his victory, you must enjoy his blames. Such as it's Bawumia go cancer. How? Me the besusu. Kufuor go can o take say someone amoson trouble no. People say it as if the NPP the cast munye bibi ma shanti bi. But it's one person who said it. And why is people saying that it's NPP? Because he is the arrowhead. He is the leader. So it seems as if he is speaking the mind of the NPP. These are the examples I'm giving you. So when you're careful, that posture, that commentary, that around the posture will be visited on his candidate. At the end of the day, it's the candidate who will suffer. That's why I always say that when you're around the leader, make sure that everything you do brings glory to your boss. If everything you do subtract from your boss, you are being an impediment to your boss. You are being an impediment, because if Akosibu so abompola Afoko finally wabekasa osemodie munkoyi Kenedy Agyapong free party na egu no party na be emotional party akono nim no Kenedy Agyapong status omusan koyi na free party nim mumunye serious osema ya NPP ni emotional party obi akasema hen na petition kro no for Afoko modi akobo no odwe ho ntia so kind of kai menam obema hint o petition ni mu ka 2014 Abrante bi David Jesse bro attempt to be national chairman no say the bi kra ka say drugs nsem bi braboni bi akobo UK ni acheche no. Yes, that's the story. Finally be yes say clear no let no to chini ba ho set na mrekuduka can the team no ho to kwa bi e course news fa kwa kuba ko gabi asare cheda kwa UK to na no chairman of the NPP committee then. And then they were bronze na papa no tumso kasa no or a bit emotional o defend Kenedy Agyapong say masa mo refi some abuzi aka fa people party dey e say wunya san crofort say Kenedy Agyapong o so ko Kennedy ho and some Kennedy catch no chire mu o so ko President Kufuor no so ho Kufuor say hey ko o san ba bi o. It's a very, very interesting deep things about the NPP. And I'm the bro in this video. Make sure to subscribe. I'm most subscriber now click the notification with the video here to ma. You have a comment. Feel free leave that comment in the comment section. Make sure to be Goldberry Construction Limited. Other episodes in assassin krata some the documentations related to your property. Goldberry in the best documentation. And to call of course you use a friend to kakrakano. Na hwen kakrakano be show no ma discount na bibia fa me hwen kwali discount bibia e be kama ediama. Afoko pe national chairman say oni wuntumi Dombuadu omoma yom ti sesi a contest no chairman Agyapong contest matete say yewra Steven Asamoah Aboate nyo san bebe biom ne matete no. And these are the 5 names. So maybe me be na what so between me fella and say that show me man no on all these issues am boss ma Kenedy promise a Kenedy dia man of no kwando wini a ebi obeba back to party no kofo nsem o kachire no ne nti enya sam pipi do mo saka Kenedy Agyapong because your mani enie
even though now you opposition 2014 and I made this our plan by and we fought and stopped an incumbent president from going a second term.
Yeah.
But this time the results and your own internal issues ama ejumano more difficult. But I have no doubt, say, if we bring our minds together and unite, and internet unity, you know, the first thing I have focused on. Okay, some have left the party.
Yeah.
And you say, if you are digging a hole and you want to come out of that hole, the first thing you do is you stop digging.
Yeah.
And she say, and we are threatening to sack people from the party. We are digging the hole more. We are not coming out. With the Weber party, say, I'm not in management of the party. But The decisions is in the hands of the management today. They should calm down. Let's stop digging the hole. This unity, we are not pushing people away. Me say, someone said last week, National Council said petition Biaba said they should disqualify me, me contest it, which is the same thing they tried to do to me in 2014. Say me makoda president and they say Interpol had to come in. Interpol call the beer America, Europe, and after 6 weeks, I here 1 year campaign. They came back and said, Afoko is clean. I haven't done anything wrong anywhere. This time, so their petitions last Thursday, the National Council, the second highest decision-making body of the party. But thank God,
National Council.
Yes, thank God. National Council threw it out. To me, yes, say and expect to see power. We have to reunite and we have to forget our emotions. Yes. That should go. And not me spending time about Asantemai and the way you receive everybody and how NPP is spread all over the country. We don't know each other, but we are still fighting the same agenda. I am saying that it is time to stop digging the hole. Let's turn around and hold each other's hands. Let's say we are working towards an agenda. I don't have to be your lover. I don't have to be your friend. Say, Juma, we are. If I choose to go with him to go and sit somewhere and get some small fufu or tunzafi and eat and talk, yes, I didn't choose to go with you. But still, you're one party. And I said, we are in trouble because Usha, NDC, have always said, 30% of Asantemai. Then they've won the election.
Any time, any day.
They've won the elections.
Any election that they'll get 30%.
Look at what happened.
They are gone.
From 3 seats, they've gone to 7. Maybe for independent to say it's 8. 7, more than double. In Asantemai. Miami region, 0. Now, 4 seats, we've come down to 0. Upper West, 6 seats, down to 0. It's just too bad. When you say Bantama, you say Bantama, would the appoint Shenko Bantama now with the NPP shed Shenwa, you beat NDC. Upa Esremoa, yes, we are Bantama Yendi. We have lost Yendi. We've lost Yendi. A crisis, and to Missy Wadi, I mean to me, Nafie. We have to work. Forget Adia Home the year me. Forget it. And not let's build our bridges into the future. Let's not build bridges into the past and therefore create walls and barriers between us, amongst us. Whatever you said to me, whatever you've done to me,
you hold no grudges.
No more. Echo, it's gone. My heart is clean.
No beer, any problem.
No. Michelle, even I went to Akufo-Addo. Yeah. Echo tonight, I can't say, Nana, I'm coming to inform you. But I went to Bawumia first because on the flag bearer.
Yeah.
And I'm call Akufo-Addo, President Akufo-Addo. They say, I'm going to contest. Soon as they open prime minister, I'm going to contest. And Obisa will say, but why are you telling me? I said, why shouldn't I tell you? I have to show you respect. Also because I've heard it on TV, radio. I said, Mr. President, wait here. I cannot disrespect you by letting you hear it on air. I want to tell you directly. After that, maybe say, do you have any advice for me? And I'll say, when him said, but what advice you have? I said, the only thing I can tell you is that if the party picks you, I will work with you. And I said, thank you, sir. And I left. And I went to President Kufuor. Also Kufuor, when I started telling him, say, party, no, it's not looking good, things are bad, or say, Paul. I said, my okay, now, say my name. And I'm saying, the intention is to contest. Or say, hey, what here? Are you ready? Me say, yes, sir, I'm ready. Or say, any go, you have my blessing. And I'm done and say, I have been because Kenedy Agyapong, Kenedy. Yeah. Because I want to unite this party. And me can't chair no. Me say Kenedy. My bow said me be can't chair. Say I'm going to contest. And when I win, I'm coming to ask you to come back and work strongly for the party because what continue, baby? You are no longer active. And please, me ba. Na me no wakasa. And then he said to me, hey, senior, that's why you call me. He said, senior, who can contest me? Say, I. And you call, who win here, bra? Na yankasa. And for me, that was good. Because he didn't shut the door. He didn't say me, and so when I heard that, the same day I almost called National Council say, when we a petition against me, you know, Meti say they even prepared placards and they almost demonstration say Yampam Kenedy. How?
And some people displayed it.
And we are digging the hole. You are in a hole, you want to come out, you are digging it. The late Professor Buzia, Prime Minister of Ghana, Onune can say, and Ofia Santamaya, and those days Asante region was one. So Brong and Hafu and all that was part of Asante region. There was one region before Umbechemu to Brong and Hafu and then Asante. And his seat was here in Kumasi. He said that the beauty of democracy is to allow even one person to have a dissenting view. Even the person must have the right to hold that view and to disagree.
Within that group.
Within the group. Not to expel. Into party for let's tone down this thing. Remember my Jumanu yet day my don't make my 3 hours difficult because I want everybody on board. That's why I went out because I tend to I've talked to everybody. We need to unite the party. Media before everything is gone.
Okay.
Katie, I thank you for this opportunity. And above all, media. What is studio?
You are dead anymore.
Oh, no, not dead anymore. But see, somehow, honestly, or you're not now. You're called the same school, I want to Vongo.
Okay.
And honestly, say yes, wait here. What happiness to say, we need to do something to save the party. Because the trajectory is downwards. We are not seeing an upward turn, an upturn. Into Misramo, the party for, especially Asante Mai. Because Asante Mai is the heart of NPP. It's the heartbeat of NPP. So, what come on, stop?
Yeah.
And I said, Ketieka said he would take 50% of Asante. Didn't you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a big threat, oh. It's a big threat. We should come together. Power, there any emotion. Power has no emotion. Into Misramo party for Misramo. Let's come together. Let's come together. Now, Santimai Musomunsorio. Because, it's under threat. Yekuno is under threat.
Yes. Now, on the Buzia bit is what I want to speak about. So you don't need to be friends to work. Yes, often that is something that I've realized most people don't take seriously. We don't need to be friends to work. But you see, the petition now all can. It reminded me the story of 2014. The VJC ko cancer papa we brabonu abonu UK mi achechene ne ade. It's not or your call betting, and I you could to former deputy or attorney general at the point, or Ghana's ambassador to Canada. Very astute member. Man for kind for the court, Samia Uku contempt 2013 contempt case. The Supreme Court cited him for the way he mastered some oratory skill or the charges Samia Uku in that time. None of very popular pan. He was the chair of the committee then. Now the matter went all the way to Manchester Interpol. you can some of my links, you know, you can later read very, very interesting things because of pedo drugs at the channel. Finally, Interpol cleared them. So he has also been through his own fair share of some of these downsides of politics, people trying to accuse you and all that. And it's very, very interesting. Now, what I also find interesting is the President Kufuor Kai. I find it very, very interesting. Doesn't mean that there's still some issues there. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'll put this because I don't have the facts. I don't know because I don't know I don't know what happens. But certainly, Kenedy will not be happy with the current executives there. It's not in doubt that he will certainly not be happy if the way maybe they've treated him and some of the matter that have come, especially on the back of that. So he wanting a new person and promising to work with a new person it's not surprising. But Paul Afoko has done it before. I think that whatever happened on the Kenedy Agyapong, no one can say the Kenedy Agyapong say or how. And in fact, there are people who believe that Kenedy was even the mastermind behind some of this show. But Kenedy Agyapong Academy, you go say to Nambeka, Kohen interview on the Bono Hene Bafwa on a Sasepa. That is my source. He spoke bitterly about it, and the current election no shall not Bob Kenedy. So he also seems to have certain issues with Kenedy Agyapong when it comes to some of these matters. So it's very, very interesting what we go. For me, I've said the chairmanship will be the wound to me. I think that they shouldn't bring him. And I've always said that not because I hate Wuntumi, but I think that whatever he is going through and what I know he will go through, because my catcher said the other cases that will come. I think that he will not have the space and the time to do what the NPP need. The NPP needs a surgical leader. They need a leader who has all the time, has all the space to be able to do some fixes. And I don't think Wuntumi has that luxury of time. Currently, in the case, in a concurrent to a day beyond say Wuntumi kokota be 2-3. So party some yes, though is the CEO of the party being the general secretary, but still, as the national chairman, you must be able to have that space, have that time to listen to people, tour the party structures, listen to the concerns of the party, bring it to National Executive Council, bring it to NEC, bring it to the Council of Elders, let them address this issue speedily. Into which party or also chairman or debia or court near the it will not be a better to because a Jakon John Boyd and listening to Paul Afoko, maybe they need to give him a second chance. Because also 2015 victory now, it was quite resounding. And he won against legends then. I mean, I don't know. So I'm Kaya Satan, Stephen Tim no Kahon, Sat time. Now a Fred Warrior, currently Bawumia, very, very astute, respectable man. So whatever that the delegates saw him, I also see a bit of a man who is trying to kasana, maybe a but obi or a politician. I seem to tilt towards them. Timaka obi in Yamaka, but there's somebody a Jakon.
Abusia Kenedy Agyapong Japan wase nyoma miensa a todwa Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia ene ne yere ene NPP fo ade se wan hwe omutisi abonten se omupia omode ntoma ebekata omanim mepese ebekọ ne akwakotie ensamu a free Kenedy Agyapong Japan na so ye eba na amanfo bi ebusa questions se Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia ne NPP fo mpanifo eden no moye
Kenedy Agyapong so wonsam miensa pe so kan wo Ghana ha Dr. Bawumia hwa upia yeso ofantoma na de akuru no one na yere the NPP 4 year jai Kenedy bie na no so kasa the entire country will come to a crash on the head of Dr. Bawumia, and it will be a suicidal for them. Obeka
can bet me sorry one day
omu ye ompeso mugu na ni masi
was NPP say Bawumia no say Bawumia no say
Nesi. Kenedy Agyapong started can say if you dare me it was in dare me and you don't dare him. If you dare me also boss yate nobody will dare you. Tanasi kum munkofufu tomanini and one no NPP cannot tell us and not pay said they can underestimate the powers of Kenedy Agyapong and NPP party. Nobody can tell me this. Now, you're almost 30%. And you see, do you know what 30% could do in our body politics? MPP Frontier says Kenedy Agyapong is not Alan Kojo Martin. Even Alan that has about 10%, 5%, you know, 2024 you lose the factor of Alan Kojo Chematen was part of it. Politics is about numbers, but NPP are behaving like a spoiled child. I am surprised. And the NPP says I'm paying for a party in my wife. Now we are Kenedy Agyapong what to a baby.
Ezra 94.1.
Hey, Obi Edin Kugu and I would dim chat. He will not be happy. Kenedy Agyapong have some bitterness within him. Obi our Tigana heavy him. And no. Say the panel. You deal with him on face. He let you know. Say be yaw.
And Yamahano.
Yet take Roma to a baby.
Ezra 94.1.
Any deliberate attempt by the flag bearer of MPP now to get Dr. Kenedy Agyapong sat. Yeah, politics is about numbers. Win with your enemy, and who we are, you can even dodge him. If I were Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia,
94.1.
Kenedy is not happy. The surroundings is not happy. Mukaya, Abra or Muko Nifie and no more lose that day. No, what's the money among China time will tell. Munidi Namu Home
Merano Betchere
and Merana Betchere.
Ezra 94.1.
Now we at the end of the life for us. One more year, one more Thanksgiving. Look at the demeanor or the quatra as here. So when Timmy and Casso better few, he was forced to go there. Now, and Ramo Quaco, a private neck meeting.
Ezra.
Now, we are Kenedy Agyapong Mamekasai. Now, when the Binuma petition the neck, you Kenedy Agyapong free party. I listened to Miracle,
okay.
Any other individuals are close allied to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Oh, Abakwa Uncle, ya break Kenedy Agyapong. He cannot hijack the party. Hey, is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aware of all these comments? And he's quiet. Obin can't tell Bawumia say one day pay to me. Young father says, Kenedy Agyapong was what the form was right as him. And Papa way. Wanya politics be more forever in his entire life. Obedidi. He knows how to play his card. Now no more was when even NDC were in power and woman a contract. NPP crab by Oma man. So he's a businessman. Or did the way. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yenim krume when your business be out. Dr. Bawumia or your for more video. Na a whole MPP. Akwana ya boro no akuri nam wiem hie pai. Na na osore no atiato. Hey, look at this. Ghana for MPP. You are sitting in a position you want power. Oh ya nyina di. Onyo bia sa no mo ye. Na kwabena Agyapong pa Mempano, menene nya adwuma anado to a chire ne yi no Paul Afoko kikiri oni because muyi can Kwabena Agyapong muyi Paul Afoko ebenya power nti you think say this time round Kenedy Agyapong after all. Hey, the dominance of Kenedy Agyapong in our MPP should never be underestimated. But let me address issues here. Arisi and not penny be frame. Na some people for ni mo muntie ni ye. Wo muntie ye pa. Says wo man hwe ye. Na wo ma kwese afia so snega echi. No odi atem na Kenedy Agyapong why you say hey maybe I do no
0.1
and they are all sitting now watching. Dr. Bawumia a tactical politician. Oyamia who say he's not a politician. Sabre nko wini wie u petumi o. Call Kenedy Agyapong and then the crane meeting wa Ghana ha and then kwatan UK baby. Munya meeting be me na ade nsisi ade ayeni. E bi kra na Kenedy Agyapong may not feel comfortable because of people around you. Sit down man to man. Talk to him.
we are where we say even a basse on your campaign mawa. It is good for NPP to have Kenedy Agyapong quiet than him talking. Because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne hunye clean. If Kenedy Agyapong was it Kofi me want some me and supper 1 2 3 some people for ye na me kasa nsem about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in his entire career political party he has ended it.
Wow.
One ne yire
Ezra 94
one ne yire
Adum Kumasi
enti wo bin kan kire Kenedy Agyapong na ebe ya MPP for wo de he mom pe no sesi a I unim say na me kind na me refer to what we call the scapegoat in the Bible. I do see Leviticus chapter 16 even actually say nya for the mobia ye de mabon empata and you kuma boa.
Okay.
Nyankopon ka kire Moses wase momfa boa brechie na brechie no momfa bode ba be ye bone mpata ye wo onipa bone mpata de enye wo Nyankopon bone mpata
Ezra
abrechie ni biyeru no wo mo ye bone ni nyina do wo nsagu so ka mo bone wie na bone a waye nipa entam de wie a Onyankopon de bone mpata no asa abrechie ni mamunku no.
Okay.
Adenti na bra ke ni nua ebe Nyankopon wankum ni de okum ni nua no wose wo obi amfane sanka wo wiase e de mark asenso de ahye so ba bia wo nam bia nobody will touch you adan se nyame kora obi ye bone a se toda onku no e toda wo mpane so no fa musuo ko MPP for nim nyansa tie ma no pe a wo mo nye Kenedy Agyapong after all effort na sen ko mo se Kenedy Agyapong kra no o de onye campaign ma wo mo a o man ser musu
94.1
they should never touch Kenedy Agyapong. Leave him tell baby who ko yi Kenedy Agyapong fi party nim we ni fi man ahead. Do you know the damage MPP for will receive? I was talking about scapegoat. Even in the wisdom and the principles of the Bible, as a reverend minister here, was a
Ezra 94.1
Obian kane boni na boni amaye Nyankopon wuso mamon kuno mamon hyero mon fane nkokwaye bratuom adusi mudu kwaye bratuo ni mu a mon fawi amon sen so na mon kane boni na munya no no ne na wira nim
Onna Musa
Obian fane sanka he should escape. And inti na David say me kra adwane sanoma afri ofidisumfo ne nsem ye tie kra se ne anom anwuma ye nwena anoma prebuo na wokọ na prebuo ni di kan chi anoma ni wie a no wa pa aboa boba na ase ebi anoma no bekuna no wakunu so be kene so anu wa che
94.1 Adum Kumasi
enti one ye di kan nwene prebuo enti David wo wa no hwe prebuo anwene no a anoma bi wo wa odu prebuo ni ho a otimi hyem na wapie otimi hyem na wapie otimi hyem na wapie enti David hwe anoma na no so awurade se anoma bebre wo ho a prebu otimi chi wo mo bara anoma bi wo ho a prebu otimi nya de ben enche no enti bra yesuma afidie fa mitiri ho no me kra ni dwane sa anoma afiri wo fidisumfo ne nsam afidie na bubu na me de adem so e toda Kenedy Agyapong MPP fuei penifo a party ni mu wo henfa sese ahwan ni MPP
94.1 Adum Kumasi
Muni Kenedy Agyapong ye bi pain. He knows your secret. He knows everything. Nobody should underestimate the powers of Kenedy Agyapong in MPP yet now. Na sabi wi asia ne miamia kura no won kaye MPP were forces businessmen penny for edinity when you touch MP and Kenedy Agyapong sia you have touched a lot of people mugus within the party. Sure. MPP should shut up right now. No munsia nyansa say Kenedy Agyapong say wo de owo mpɛ ne kora omo mmoa na onka na ntum na omo anim say when the man starts talking
94.1
he will damage the party. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, why is he quiet at this time? Hey, say Dr. Kenedy Agyapong, all me pay to me be more party him until 2028. Whatever it is, you Bawumia is the leader. Why is he quiet?
Ezra 94.1
On to me friend Kwale Totofi where I am more bra. Edi atem en kanchira womo openly address the media press conference. My brother, hey, any supporter would do me Bawumia, don't go and insult Kenedy Agyapong. Openly, no be who say you don't support those nonsense.
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
If you was lega need the nam edi atem wa America. Na America bo agye TV so no so to ayampia. Ene ya Kenedy Agyapong hijack party no. Hana ya bre no. Hana ya say who is Miracle? Compare him to Kenedy in NPP.
94.1.
Na sabi what to opposition. Mopamo Kwabra. Mopamo Afoko. That era na ba ya na eyenti no. You enjoyed it. Enye di mo bia na yetutu NPP. Unsu anyansa se enye di mo bia na yetutu no e wa abrabom. Oh, akomko
94.1
nti kofo NPP nie da rocha no NPP nie Jake Ochanka obi tebilam tenum NPP nie enti NPP mpiani mu nyina wo hefa why are they messing up too much?
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
Do they know say even say 10% and the Kenedy Agyapong achi na so wo ka so de mo ya kan ni yedwa sam rante e ko hoya e ko boba ko so mani ti hwe fom why na sponsor wo adusi so you think say boys ya na sorry ye and wo mo ye printed placards
94.1 Edu Kumasi.
Me form rante do some of them even know Kenedy Agyapong? How many of them and the what party ni mo omo ekura vote na makoto boys ya bejina party headquarters
yeah Ken out
Ken must go Ken nkwa hin sisia no sisia MPP foi Ken ankwa hin
94.1
mo se Ken nkwa hin opa man ntrase se MPP foi ni nyansa what they supposed to do ni say Kenedy Agyapong mamonka no mo nya no bosom
onye di
mo de amanya de bosom
ko so to owo yawdie enti enko kanu ma no me
enko kanu ma ne ma me kan
party ne ho fi
obi anka na no ntum mo ma ne ntra ne ba bi se munyi no
Ezra 94.1
egu ebegu ni tiri so enti mo pa mo nka mo nya din na we die what ne ba bi di yaw mo ni me ka papa ya bo na bra bom sa kai na oje wo sadi obesi atua come as go hey MPP 4
Ezra 94.1 Edu Kumasi.
Oh adusi
adwen over
I'm just sad for the party.
I was a party no penny for tenase
and any party penny for ntimi and take any radical decision. Me am nua kodua what is he doing?
Because e bia wo hu ni say kan enso nche NPP no kre obi anso nche party no but said Alan ekwa ono de kakra ko ye no e say metimi aka say nipa Alan adom ko ye no ken ewo more than that.
Oh
ken ewo more than the Alan adom ko ye no enti say ken so kasa wo ko na say ono so de kakra ko a even a 10% kra say de wo ka no a ebebo NPP ni tiri so said ye ka no obi anya bigger than the party. But idea was a party no and say Yama can intinam ko can no say wano me fan say oyobia order form onsura wiase ko say can gina we ene Bawumia gina we dia obetimi possible say no enu obetimi nya mampani dia Bawumia enti say can e bogumba obotia Bawumia
Bawumia on the how because yeah na betoja oh can back the base can back the base can back the base say see as can go the base ya can a train NPP bani be the base
no odi munim enka mo nka no because abo bi wa no obewu Ken ebu okra no no apese ofrim momma ono amfrim na munya sympathy
yes
e wo party nim say you obi na pam no
ono ana so
ono ana e konti e basa all the same people in the party critical Ken uduebu e we die boko akoyi no okay say no na koye mo na mo pam no why are they doing this
the hard dream omo ntena say so owura Bawumia. In fact, ono na na epe mampani adi. To ono na wo so so ye. 94.1. Kan no, ono so kan, wo se mo pa. Meba be keka de mi wonyina, obeka wi a. Kan no de, opa aka se kan wo be kan ye nto aba ma, emfa no ho. But eye NPP amanyuku no. Se de wo kan no, omo ne kan ntena se. Papa no de odi ya, wo boka.
Lawyer.
Wo hu ne wo se bia amanyokon mu mpanimfo bi ni da ni yie 94.1 wanu feva obi eja no eno de eda ye obedi yawo se de alankase di yawo di free party ni mu no eda ya kan enso eyawo ni mu no kasa be na mo na kasa na wo kan se Bawumia ye to abayi kran kowi ni yei e wo se kwa freken o de akokuam e bi anipa mu no ontime keka de ha no nkyerɛw odi ni mienu me ya menua no ana mo ye se me mpe wapana cha mo nyina mo tia mo konim kama o de on campaign kura no a o me kasa e de o na chitaafo on campaign kura wo free party nim ani ntia da ya abato du so a na chitaafo ken e MPP ni ken ntia ntoma MPP ba sa mo ye na ken no kasa me free a chitaafo ni nyina beko ene youth do do no a e di ken atie o enti party no me show opposition na go bi be ya na Kenedy out of the party Sam Ranche omu hwa na de ken ko MPP omu hwa na de bia ken aye de ama MPP no wo betimi aye bi e bi kra na mpanimfo no kra ni ho we o wo be kom no bia secretary no mpanimfo no bia ni ho we na emranche bi wono abaye Kenedy must go Kenedy out from the party Kenedy Kenedy so we sa hu ni say what wo mpanimfo te ho ma sabe mobonto bi cassette ya no wonu ni sabe bia waduro no na bia party mpanifo bi to na sabe nkwada bi cassette ono Kenedy Agyapong ya eye party ni nti ene me nso meka ma adwene no afirim e say kan beto bombo say gban no afirimu a bombo no da MPP 3 so ko se ya tia bonten ye kan baba kansa mo ba dia di obi ko bo chichie mo ne na wo party nim anu ono aba ba kansa no tuntumi nkase ma me nyini se de ke kan nya no kure eye no kure and it's one person baba be kan yan hu se no kra dia mo ne nkasa party bia secret wom party members the be this secret wom nanso so obi be free mu aba be kase na ye say na no na ba be kan ye afari ni ade obi ade 10% obi ade ni say and no party member anaga ni no tie kire no o na adwiri mu say sa mo kwan betena so mu ye say ana mu be ye say
obi said there is bo akwa na sum no yankosua no university because akwa no wodani nani no wode ne nsari ti ha o we see na suna akwa na twa no wow prim hey mama fo ni masumbo
wo asam no asam wo ya kansa no
it's so sad for the new patriotic party
asam pa NPP party no your 2026 o 2026 no ya kwa 27 o fena mobile campaign o second be council cry you kro enu se bumia mani nguo no na atwam 2028 o enti asra abanyokuo no because okay no hu ne say me ni hwi to lose me nyam na me pema mpani na die ani nti se me ba be hanya mu a do pema mpani adie na akwa atia no enu obeka nso a e adi enti abanyokuo no ntena se wo me ke ntena se eya odi ego
Kenedy Agyapong so wonsam miensa pe so kan wo Ghana ha Dr. Bawumia hwa opia yeso wo fantoma na de akuru no one na yere the NPP 4 year jai kare na Kenedy bie na no so wo kasa the entire country will come to a crash on the head of Dr. Bawumia and it will be a suicidal for them
can bet me sorry one day na waka ho
Obeka.
Ken betting us sorry one day.
Omo ye on person mugu na nim ase.
Was say NPP say.
Na die na
Bawumia no say. Bawumia no say.
Die na asi. Kenedy Agyapong started can say if you dare me ne. It was in dare me and you don't dare him. If you dare me also boss yate. Nobody will dare you. Tanasi. Kum munko fufu to manini.